Hi, welcome to Sugarheads Live. Well, let me tell you something. Anyway, you can catch me on YouTube, Boss Lady Sugarheads, and Sugarheads is SHUGARHEADZ. Boss Lady Sugarheads on YouTube. Um, the hate is real. I'm telling you, simple things as my daily show at 12 o'clock, they're hating on it. They stopping the internet. They doing all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to download all my shows. Can't download my shows. I've been taping them still, but then they doing the haters going in and doing something to the internet around here, and I can't get my shows downloaded. You know, I tried all kinds of ways to do whatever. Just my little show, and I'm sure they sitting home doing what I'm doing. It's like they have no kind of thought of their own. All they do is rob and steal people's ideas and they want to profit off of it. Simple things as me ordering food. They messing up my food. They calling the delivery guy and calling the restaurant or however they do it. Simple things like food. And these people call themselves nice. They are not nice. They're not going to get nothing from me. I learned 2 days ago that my neighbor across the street, my neighbor down the block right here, the Spanish guy, and the Jamaican lady, and from my previous address, they started stalking me because their children are into sports. And they wanted to force me into making their children high profile in sports. You understand? They would never get anything like that out of me. They're not. You're not going to force me into being your friend. You're not going to force me into doing stuff for your kids. I remember years ago, I was young. My brother, he's a basketball player, and all he did all his life is play basketball, practice basketball. He's always like, Rhonda, come go to the park with me. Rhonda, do this. Everything was basketball for him. Now, the week that they were supposed to be, how would you say, getting into, getting into, getting selected, the week that they were supposed to be getting selected, I went to a beach somewhere. I can't remember what beach it was. I was coming out. My brother was coming in. My brother was coming in with Patrick Ewing. My brother introduced me to Patrick Ewing, and I said, "Hi, how you doing?" Da, 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 da. He asked me what I'm doing. Not Patrick, my brother. What I was doing, and we had a conversation, and then he said, I told him I'm leaving. He said, "Okay, well, we just coming in." Fine, boom. So that's how I got to meet Patrick Ewing through my brother, because both of them played sports. Both of them played basketball. Do you know that? You know, up to this day, I really don't know how I do it or whatever, or what they think special qualities I have, or whatever the case may be. Anyway, do you know when my family helps these people get into whatever they want to help their family get into, do you know they turn right back around and deny my family by making friends or whatever? So the friends that we introduced them to, they make more friends and then they deny my family stuff. So when I saw that, because my brother didn't make it to pro at the first call, Patrick Ewing did. My brother had to go through the whole European thing, blah blah blah. Then he got, then he went pro or whatever. But that made me think that we're helping people. My family is helping people, and the same people that we help turns right back around and dog us. You understand? Now Patrick Ewing is Jamaican. I had so much bad luck with Jamaicans. I tell you, people they be like, "Why you hate on Jamaicans so much?" It's because every most of the bad things that happened to me happened through jealousy from a Jamaican woman. Is That's why I stay away from the men, but the men just don't want to stay away from me. You understand? I be telling, I'm like, I'm not dating you because y'all don't know how to put y'all women in check, and they're very bossy. They're very jealous of everybody. They hate Trini women. Forget about it. They hate us. You understand? And I used to tell, and I still tell them, I'm like, I don't really want to be bothered with the women in your lives because y'all don't put them in check. And when they have kids for you, they use that child to get everything that they want because they want to control their relationship and they want to control the baby father relationship. I don't play them games in my relationships. You're not going to control my relationship if you have a child for anybody that I date. What I would tell them is, if you have to get anything for the child, get it. You buy it. You understand? Because I don't see you taking care of two households. You understand? Because that was done to me already. I lived with this guy for 10 years, and he told me all the lies he can. Jamaican. I lived with him for 10 years, and he was taking care of his baby mother. Meanwhile, he was telling me that, oh, I'm this, I'm that, telling me that he can't help me with certain things. And just because he had a child and I was young, I let him take care of his child. Come to find out, he was taking care of her, paying her rent, paying her bills, all kinds of stuff because she manipulated him with the baby. But it's not her fault. He did it, and that's it. So I'm not gonna put blame on her because I don't know what he's telling her. You understand? But the jealousy that a lot of Jamaican women have is beyond. I just can't take it. That's not me. I'm not jealous of no woman. I'm happy for if I see a woman get anything, but they don't. And all my life I had problems with them. Or the first day is when I came to this country, the first day of school in Brooklyn, it's like my teacher was telling the teacher told me to sit down somewhere. It had a book bag in front of it. I mean, on it, and the young lady wouldn't move the book bag. So the teacher told her to move the book bag. She wouldn't move it. The teacher told me to move the book bag. I moved it and sat down because it was the only seat available in the whole class. So she leaned over. Oh, I'm gonna see you at 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, I don't know. I'm new to the school. I'm new to the country. So her and her friends surrounded me and she pushed me. And that was it. They didn't fight me or nothing. So I went home and I told my mother. My mother said, let me tell you something. The next time you come here and tell me anybody pushed you or did anything to you and you ain't fight back, I'm going to beat your ass myself. And ever since then, I fight whoever I got to fight. I am not getting an ass whooping from my mother. You understand? But I'm talking about my show. I'm just trying to keep busy. I'm sick. I'm injured with my leg. I can't move around that much. Me and my family don't really, vibe anymore, so they don't invite me anywhere. So I'm trying to keep myself busy. I won't get fat or whatever the case may be, cause my legs. So what? I'm trying to find things to keep me sane. And so I said, okay, let me do this show. They running around, killing the cable. They doing the most. That's why I always keep my lights off, because when my lights off, they can't do nothing because they use my electricity. Because all of them is supposed to move, because they wasn't paying no bills. They wasn't paying no water bill. They wasn't paying no light bill. They wasn't paying no. So they connecting to all the neighbors who's legal. You understand? So down to my little show, down to the little 12 o'clock show that I have. I done taped so many shows, and I done try to download it so many times, and it takes days and days and days just for one show, where it used to take a couple of minutes. Yeah, because I get the best in everything. I get the best phone service, everything. It used to take a couple of minutes to download my show on YouTube. Now it takes days and days and days. You understand? So I just wanted to tell you guys that before I started this show. And because all weekend I'm trying to get the stuff for the women, because today is for the Women's Day, about the car situation, about how to fix your car, how to take care of your car, how to maintain your car. And the streaming was so bad. So I don't have much to really teach you. I have like two things. Usually I would have like five, maybe six. Right now I just have two. And one of them is one of them is when you're trying to pull your car, if your car is stalled and you're trying to pull your car, don't put the rope again on the grill, because that'll just pull the grill off, because that car who is pulling you is going to pull off the grill. So what do? You go to the back and you lift up the carpet of your back of your trunk. And underneath the carpet in your trunk, you would see a whole setup for flat tires, for things like that. And you would see a long metal thing with a round hole on one end, and then you would see a twister on the other end. You take that out, you take it to the front, and in the front of your grill, the front of your bumper car, the front of your car on the bumper, you would see like a square. All you got to do is push it in and it'll pop out. Or you just take your fingernail and pull it out. Or you take the car thing and you pull it out. And you pull it out, you take that long iron rod, the iron metal, you put it in and you screw it. Look for the hole, you screw it on. With the round part, with the hole on it, out. The other end goes in, like you're screwing a bulb. You know the end of a bulb, how it looks rigidy? You take that end of the iron bar, you put it in, you screw it. Look for the hole or feel the hole, because sometimes you can't see it, but you have to feel around with it, with the thing. You screw it on as tight as it can get, and then you take the rope from the car that's pulling, and make sure it's not hooked up to the bumper of that. The same process. There's something that holds the rope from car to car, and you put it on there, and then you tie the knot you tie the rope on that thing that comes out the car real tight, double knot it, and then you can pull the car back and forth. Okay, so that's one. The next thing is your key. If you come outside and you see that your side view mirror is broken, you don't have to go to the shop and pay hundreds of dollars to get it changed. You can go to the part shop of that dealership, buy the part, and you take the key to your car and you nudge it underneath the glass, the mirror, the side view mirror. You nudge it and you go around and keep pulling, 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 and it'll pop out. And then the other part, the new mirror now, you just place it in, feel for the ridges, and then you would feel and pop it in. That's simple. Something you would spend $100 or $200 for somebody else to put in. All you do is get the part and you put it in yourself. It just takes some time, just takes some technique, and it just takes a bit of patience. I was trying to learn some other things, but I'm gonna have to, because the streaming, I'm telling you, the streaming is so bad. The streaming is so bad, and it's not the company. They're blocking something up here. They keep putting, people's taking down dishes. Nobody's using cable anymore. You know how I use. I'll give you a tip so you can save money on cable. Instead of buying cable, cancel your cable. You know how I watch my shows now? You see the thing that they call hotspot. You see your hotspot on your phone? This is an iPhone. You see your hotspot on your phone? That's how I connect. So on all my TV, my iPads, I don't have cable anymore. Because when I had cable, my neighbors was getting cable. They was my neighbors anyway, they was getting free cable. And I just wanted simple cable, and all of a sudden I started getting all these bills. They into all that criminal stuff, so they got all these connections with all these bad people working for all these companies that's getting ready to get laid off, by the way. But I use my hotspot, my personal hotspot, on all my phones to run anything in my house that needs Wi-Fi. Yes, I do. You just get the best service that is, and you can ask me for my link at T-Mobile. I would give it to you. So, you get a couple of dollars off. I get a couple of dollars off. Pardon my face so greasy. I was doing my maintenance, So, you use your hotspot, cancel your cable, use your hotspot, I just showed you my password. Now I gotta change my password. Let me change my password now. So, Yeah. So oh yeah. So yeah, you go into your it says personal hotspot. That's in the iPhones, but in other phones you just yeah. I don't have cable anymore, and my I watch my show just fine. I watch my shows just fine. Unless you have like an alarm service that need Wi-Fi, then you would need your at home Wi-Fi, you know. But if you don't have anything like that and you're trying to save money on this cable, every minute is $150, $200. Cable was too expensive for me. I'm not paying $200 for channels I barely watch. So now the channels that I watch, like Netflix, I pay what $7 a month, and Apple TV. Since I belong to T-Mobile, they give it for free. Or if you want to extend it, you pay like $2 a month. That's it for Apple TV. Any channel that you watch, I got Hulu. You know what's a very good channel and it's free? Let me tell you. What is my phone just fell? Let me tell you. There is a channel that everybody's sleeping on. Let me tell you, two channels. Where is it? And they got great shows. What is that? Tubi. Tubi. People sleeping on that channel. That's a great channel. It got great movies, updated movies. It has live TV that can run on your hotspot. Yes, Tubi and Pluto. Pluto TV. Those are two free channels that have great shows, great movies, everything. So you won't miss cable. And if you want something specialty like Hulu, you know, because you want to watch the Kardashians, what Hulu is like what $6, $7 a month with tax, and that's it. You don't have to pay $200 for cable. Why? Why pay $200 for cable and you get the same thing? And what I pay a month on all the channels that I got. Tubi's free, Pluto's free, Hulu is $6, $7 and change with tax, and uh I get Apple because I belong to T-Mobile. But for Apple, I think I also pay $7, $6.99 plus tax. So all for all, and Netflix, I pay the same price. So for the whole month, I pay less than $20 for three major channels. Three major channels. Then I get two things for free, which is Tubi and Tubi and Pluto TV, which have great channels, which have great shows. Then it has live TV, so you don't miss the news or whatever. Yes, and it all runs on your hotspot. That off with the cable. For all you people who's paying $100 and more, whatever, please, you don't need cable for nothing. You don't need cable for nothing. Use your hotspot. Call your I recommend T-Mobile. Why? Because T-Mobile have a package. T-Mobile is different from all the other companies because all the other companies you have to select, and every month your bill is different. Once you select with T-Mobile, I usually select the best for business because I'm a business. I've been with them for 23 years. I got the business to business plan, but they have um, people who don't have a business who wants to sign up with T-Mobile under a regular plan. They have that too, and you get $5 if you pay auto pay. You get $5 off for each line that you have. I'm a business, so I have a couple of phones on my business line. But with a regular phone, I think you can have the same amount, five and up. You get $5 off each line. Then you get Apple TV for free, or for 6 months. Back then, a couple of years ago, it was for free for the whole year. Apple TV for free. Then you get what's that thing I was just saying? Netflix. Yeah, I wasn't never paying for Netflix. My phone company paid for Netflix for me. Yep. Netflix is free for if you sign up with T-Mobile. Apple TV is free for 6 months because Apple TV was free for the whole year. Netflix was free for the whole year. So since right now I don't really I forget what it was um Friday. But yeah, all you have to do is sign up, and as soon as you become a customer, you get those items for free. You get Paramount for free. I don't really watch Paramount, so I never really took it. You understand? So, but you get that for free also. And with T-Mobile, I keep thinking I don't get paid by them, but I can if you ask me for my link, and I give you a link, and then they'll see that I recommend you. You get $50, I get $50, and so on and so forth. So so if you want my link, I'll give it to you. But yeah, I paid less than $20 or less than 20. Okay, 777. That's 21. Yeah, less than $25 for the three channels I have, because each channel is $6.99 plus tax, seven something, 732 or something like that, and that's it. And the rest of it is free, because yeah, you have cable, but do you have time to watch all that stuff? No. And if you're a sports buff, you can buy your channel, your sports channel. And sometimes they give you a free sports channel depending on what. The other day I bought the package. I bought the Disney package from Netflix. $2 extra. Two because I wanted to see Lion King. $2 extra on my bill. So instead of me paying what, the 6.99 plus tax, I pay $9.99, $10 for Netflix and the Disney Channel, because oh, that was from Hulu. Yeah, Hulu and the Disney Channel is like the same company. So with Hulu, I ordered Disney Channel because they sent me a link to get it for $2 extra, as opposed to pay separate for the Disney Channel. Yeah, because I think the Disney Channel was $15.99 a month. But if you go into these companies or whatever, or if you want a link and you can get my link and you can get a discount. Yeah, I only paid $2 extra for the Disney Channel because I was a member of Hulu, and Hulu I'm only paying $7 and change. So they offered me just to pay $2 a month to get my Disney Channel, because I don't really watch it that much. But like I said, I wanted to see Lion King, so not Lion King, Lion King and what's that show that what's his name died? Wakanda. Yeah, that. I wanted to see that show because the movie came on. I can't go to the movies because of my disability. So I bought the Disney Channel, and I saw Wakanda for $2. Go figure. You understand? And the movie theater is what? Well, for a movie theater these days, what, 25 per person? It's so expensive to go to the movie. Yeah, so I got to see that the Wakanda thing for $2 extra, and a free channel for the whole year. $2 a month. That's what, $24. So I got that. Then if you're an iPhone user, they got Apple TV has its own channel. All these like, this is a Samsung. Samsung has its own channel, and I have an Apple. Where's my phone? And Apple TV has its own channel. You understand? So everybody has its own channel. So there go all the other channels that you can get for free. You don't have to spend all this money on cable or whatever. No, I gave up cable a long time ago. I don't need it. Even with my security system, the only thing is I can't play it back. But I'm moving anyway. My new house, I'm gonna order the lowest, cheapest cable just for my thing. But I don't even think I'm gonna do that, because I found these cameras that run by the sunlight, and run by you can do it on the Wi-Fi. So I don't think I would need the cable anyway. It's just that I don't want to invest no more money in this house, else I would have been put it up. You understand? And I just use the cameras I got. I just can't rewind if something happened or whatever. If anything happened really bad, the cops will call the agents, the place, and see what's, what happened, whatever. But the cameras that I have, I needed thing because it's hard thing. I need cable for the cameras that I have. But my new cameras, I'm not gonna need cable in my new home in Maryland because I'm moving down to Maryland. I'm not gonna need it. I'm having a whole new fandangle in my new home. Um, Everything is gonna be run a certain way. I won't need certain things. I won't have no neighbors close to me. Now I see why a lot of people, because before I'm like, isn't it scary? You living on that property, that large property by yourself? No, because coming from Brooklyn and you have neighbors that don't mind their business and always in yours, it's a welcome sight to have property that your neighbor is like blocks away, because I'm trying to see if I can get like a farmland because I want to go into farming. So my neighbors is not like next door. My neighbors is like half a mile down the block, down the road, or at least a large amount from me. I don't want to be around a lot of people because you're minding your business and they're not. One of my neighbors, she moved. She is stalking me, and what she did is she sent her daughter to make friends on the internet in the area, the DMV area that I'm moving, because they found that I was moving. So what they do, they follow you ahead. So if you claim that they followed you, they would say, I've been living here longer than her. She just moved here, because they know where you're moving, because they're watching everything on. Cause when I was in the hospital with my broken legs, so happened, not so happened, she probably got to know the person. And I don't know, people just like thinking her. They went into my, cause they had my phone and stuff in a locker. They broke into the locker and downloaded a tracker on my phone. And they found out I was moving to the DMV area. So now her daughter is, not now. I think her daughter had it for about a year and a half now. Her daughter has Delaware plates. Since I've been in the hospital, I said I'm moving to DMV because I started looking for houses. I found a house, and one of my other neighbors called their family and told their family to buy the house right under me. You understand? And they did. They bought it because my boyfriend was sending me some money to buy the house. So it's a long story with that. But anyway, their family ended up owning the house. They're getting ready to lose it anyway because it's in foreclosure. What's not for you is not for you. So anyway, so if I end up there or I end up somewhere else, I'm gonna have property that I can farm, do my farming, because later on I want to move. I want to open up when weed becomes legal. I want to open up a weed farm. I know my family's like, what, Rhonda? Well, it's in the money. I wasn't in it then, but now it's legal. I can be, because I'm officer. I can't be into stuff like that. When it wasn't legal, I can't be, claiming to be a weed producer or whatever. But now it's legal, so I can own a business in the weed because everybody smokes weed. You understand? So I'm getting into the weed business. So that's why I want a farm, because I want a regular farm, because I want to grow my own produce that I eat. I want to sell it. You understand? Because some of these people you can't really trust on the kind of food that you're eating. You can't even go to the supermarket because right now the cartels are trying to clean up the money. So they're, and all the bodies that they kill is, I'm sorry to tell you, is some of the meats y'all eating. Because all these pop-up grocery stores that haven't been around and all of a sudden they pop up. Yup, guess who is owning these things? Guess who's owning these things? Yup. So they trying to clean their money and they don't care how they clean it. So I want to grow my own food. I'm gonna have like some chickens, but all my planting is gonna be inside. I'm not doing outdoor farming because that you won't make no money. You won't make no money being an outside farmer, not in the United States. So I'm into cultivating farming inside. So I'm doing all my farming inside because they got these machines where you can grow tomatoes, cucumbers, whatever, upwards. So I'm on the up. You can look it up on YouTube. I'm on the upward mobility of farming, and then I'm gonna do my chicken. We're gonna have a little chicken house, and I don't know about the slaughtering of the meat or whatever. So I'm just sticking with chickens because I eat chicken all the time. I eat eggs all the time. So I'm gonna have me some chickens. I'm gonna have yes, I'm gonna have me my fruits and vegetables and whatever else. And if there's any other farmers that sell meat, whatever, then me and them can thing or later on, I don't know. But right now, I don't know anything about the meat producing lifestyle, so I can't get into that, but I am looking into everything, But right now, my fruits and vegetables, my cucumbers, my tomatoes, my lettuce, my whatever Trini stuff I can grow, my mangoes. You understand? I gotta look into all that stuff because I'm Trini, and my chickens. So that's gonna be me. And later on, I'm saving part of my land to weed cultivate later on. So I'm learning that. I'm watching my videos, I'm taking my classes because my thing is whatever business you're in, you have to learn. Because as a prior salon owner, because I own 2 salons, I went to school not to do hair, but to learn the business. I was dependent on my sister to do the hair and for me just to run the business, get the customers and stuff like that. I told my teacher, I'm not here to be doing hair, but I had to learn how to do hair. Because, the hair business is like, they the girls who work for you or the guys who work for you, they want to tell you kiss their ass all the time. So no, I'm not doing that. You're not going to be anywhere that I own telling me kiss your ass. I don't care how good you are. You can walk out. I can manage it until I find somebody else. That's just me. And that's how I led my business. You want to come in late. You want to don't call. You want to do this. You want to do that. I'm like, listen, this is a business. If you're going to be late, you got to call a customer. You got to call me. You got to let me know. We have to run like a organization. I'm not one of those regular hairstylists. People come here and wait 3 and 4 hours. That's not me. When my customers come through the door, they coming from work. They tired. The most I want them to wait is 10, 15 minutes. And that's it. Maybe push it to a half an hour, but my customer's not gonna come here after work, sit down here 2, 3 hours till you good and ready to walk through the door, or you not planning. No, that wasn't me. I ran my shop really, really strict, and so far my customers was happy with the way I ran it because as soon as they walk through the door, they sit down, they get prepared, they get their hair washed, and whoever's styling it, if it's me, if it's somebody else, and that's how it went, and that's how I started getting return customers because I wanted them to get treated how I wanted to be treated in the store. You understand? When I come in the store, I don't want to have to wait. You tell me 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock you want to, oh, okay, come, it's your turn. I'm like, what? So I'm supposed to be blessed to, I'm supposed to thank you for being 3 hours late on doing my hair because you want to get up late. You don't want to be professional. And just because you're a good style, there's good stylists up and down Flatbush Avenue. I'm telling you. But people who took care of hair, it's a rare. And I was one of those people that studied your hair. My sister, she was the stylist. I was the one taking care of your hair. Mind you, I can still do it, because I have my weave customers and stuff like that. But when I had my customers, they would pay me to shut my store down. Yes, they would give me a couple of $1,000 because back then, interlock and all that stuff wasn't, you have to really go into school to learn all that stuff, and it took hours to do one person's hair. And some of my customers would pay me thousands of dollars just to do their hair for that one day. You understand? Because they don't want me to stop. Oh, let me just go wash her, roll her up real quick. They didn't want that, so they would pay me for me to concentrate on them. But my sister, on the other hand, she do all that flatbush style with the crunches and this. Like I said, I knew how to do all that stuff, except buns. I didn't know how to do buns, but certain things she did it. Me, I was into hair care. Everybody else on Flatbush was into hear stop. So that was my niche. But anyway, yeah, I'm going back and forth on different topics because today is car date, and like I said, I've been trying to stream, and it's not my thing fault. It's just that the hate is alive. So though I think I gave you two methods on taking care of your car, and soon as they stop with the interception, because I'm getting ready to shut down my lights, I would try to put up the other two by the end of the day, and so you can the other three by the end of the day, so you could know as a woman how to take care of your car. You you have to learn, ladies. You have to learn. I know sometimes it's a scary thing, and you think that you wouldn't know, but no, if you take your time, you would know. The only thing I don't like doing is changing tires. But I just call whoever the thing and let them do it. And as a woman, always keep on your insurance. It's only what $6 extra on your insurance. You know that little part where it says, in case of an accident, do you want to have a loaner car? Say yes. Even if you don't get a loaner car, you get other benefits with that. You get a tow truck. And tow truck is not just for to tow your car. You can say, well, I don't need a tow, but I ran out of gas. I don't need a tow, but my tires are flat. You can use that little extra insurance for stuff that you can't do or don't want to do. Running out of gas, flat tires, things like that. And yes, if your car needs towing. Battery charge. My battery ran out on me, and I came back to the car, and I called the tow truck company. They came and recharged my battery, and that was it. And they left, and they charged the company. So that extra $6-7 you paying on the insurance company for a rental, the rental that particular part just don't cover rentals. It cover a whole slew of things. But read your policy, because maybe in your policy it does. But for the majority of part, when you accept that with the tow trucks and stuff, you get everything. Always secure yourself as a lady. You understand? Always secure yourself as a woman. Do not skimp on anything that you have to do. I'm telling you. Yes, you're married. Yes, you have a boyfriend or whatever, but you want to be as independent as you can, and you don't want to get scared, because in the middle of the night you may be on a long trip somewhere, you and your kids or whatever, hubbies, at home, whatever, and you get a flat tire. All you gotta do is call the truck and say, listen, I don't need a thing. I just need uh, um a replacement tire or whatever. Or some of them would bring a new tire for you. They would tell you to charge or whatever, or they would come fix your flat and take you to the closest spot with the thing. But in that instance, what you should do is, whatever area you have on your GPS, you have on your thing, call the closest tire company in that area and say, listen, I just got a busted tire. Do you come to the person and replace the tire? And most of them will say, yeah, because a good business would have a truck and at least one or two guys ready to do a thing. And if you're driving from here to Miami, in between Miami, you got a flat tire, call, get your GPS out, get your phone out, say closest tire shop, closest thing shop, get it, call them and say, listen, I just got a flat, can you come fix it, or can you come bring me a new tire? Whichever one suits you best. And that's what you do. You have to think on your feet. You can't panic, because you're supposed to be the strong one amongst, you got your kids in the car. You don't want to panic and everything. And a lot of people's not going to stop for you. They're not. So always be prepared. Always keep some shocks in your car. Always keep, in the wintertime, always keep some salt in your car. Oh, I can tell you about that. Um, what I used to do when I used to work on Rikers Island for the wintertime, because in the wintertime, I try to keep my car heavy. So I would keep a bag of, I think, 25-pound or 50-pound salt in my trunk in the wintertime. When it snows, when I park, before I go to work, I would spread salt all around the car, all around the tires. Even if it's going to snow heavy, all around the tires, front and back, underneath, and a little bit, so whatever falls, at least it's not going to harden up. It's going to be heavy, but it's not going to harden up. So when you come, all you got to do is shovel real quick before it hardens up, pull your car out, and there you go. Always keep, in the winter, always keep a box with you. Why? Because you have to break down that box in the wintertime, break down that box, put it under your tire, because you're going to be skidding, 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 skidding. So that box, if you can nudge it under the back tire or the front tire and you back up, you understand? It'll roll on the box, and then it would let you go wherever you got to go. You understand? Or you can order some mats with the ridges. There's a special kind of mat that you put under your tire in the wintertime, so you won't be stuck in these kind of things. So that's what I do every winter when I drive. Now that I'm not working on the island anymore, I still do it. I still keep a bag of salt in my car. I keep windshield liquid. I keep Freon, not Freon. I keep 50/50. So the nothing would run out of liquid, because you always got to make sure all your liquids, your gas fluid, transmission fluid, whatever fluid you have to fill in the front, always keep it in the back. Little bottle. You go to AutoZone, little bottle. Keep a crate, and you got your windshield liquid. You got your brake liquid. You got all your little liquid. You got your bag of salt in a little crate in the car in the wintertime. You got your box. Fold it up, put it in the crate, and that's your winter stuff. And you can also have, just in case, you can also have things for the gas, so you can go to the gas store and funnel in. You have that, and a blanket, just in case, because you get stuck in the wintertime. I always used to keep an extra coat in my trunk in the wintertime, because you have to be prepared. When you're stuck, you're gonna be cold. So you got to be prepared. So you either take a blanket or a coat or both. A long coat. I'm not talking about no little cheesy small coat. I'm talking about one of them heavy coats, the down coats, or down light coats, the long version. You can get a cheap down light coat for like $50. Keep that in your trunk of your car for the winter, because those things are warm. Make it black, or make it a bright color, so just in case anything happens, somebody can see you on the street, because a lot of accidents happen. And you keep it in the trunk. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of space, but it'll save you a lot of heartache and a lot of pain, being a female driver. So those are the kind of things that I used to do when I used to work. I would always prepare myself for the winter's coming, and always make sure that all my liquids is in my car, and that I have some in the back. Keep your tires, always, when you put in your tires, the air in your tires, and they tell you your air is supposed to be 32. You put it to 33, or not 33, put it to 34, 35, because by the time you start the car, you get in the car, because now the car got weight, air is coming out. And by the time you think, now it would be settled to what it's supposed to be. You drive a little bit, it'll start settling to what it's supposed to be. But if you put what it's supposed to be, if they tell you put 32 and you put 32, When you get in the car, you sit down, you drive it, it goes down. So you always put up, and then when it settles, you start driving for a little bit, it goes down to the norm, and now your tires are running, how it's supposed to run. And, that's how I do me. And I do for my car. Any questions? No? So let me see what else I can tell you. Yeah, some of the other tricks I'm gonna now I think I have two more for you because I gave you like 3 or 4. So now I got 2 more tricks. So I'm gonna look it up when everything starts running good, and I'm gonna do a little short video and try to send it. Yes, Mr. Carter, what do you want? Yeah. Oh, he reminds me. Did you see Blue Ivy? Not to change it. Well, to change this. Yeah, she performed at her mom's concert in France. I was looking out like, is that Rihanna? Nope, it was Blue Ivy. So I'm ready for that ticket. I'm gonna tell her dad he gotta start writing some of them rhymes for her, and mom is teaching her to dance. She can start now. She's 11. She can start now. Why wait till she's a grown woman? Let her get her little click on now. That's what I'm saying. But the only thing is gonna be touring. He's gonna have to. He's very protective of his daughter. He's gonna have to be with her all the time, or put somebody that he trusts with her all the time. Because when a child turns a teenager and they start getting mouthy and know it all and whatever, and that's not what he wants. He doesn't want his daughter to start getting too grown too fast. But she can have her own little show now. I was so proud of her. I was like, oh my God. She was so good. Yeah, if you watch the Beyonce Renaissance concert in France. In France. And you would see Blue Ivy, her little 5-minute performance with three songs. Yes. She was great. She was really, really great. I was so proud. Like she was my own. I tell you. Anyway, thanks for coming. I think right now, I mean, it's good now, but I don't want to, I'm going to have to listen to the person and do whatever. So I don't want to do it now because the internet seems to be working fine now. But I don't want to do it now. I'll do it on a different time. Right now, I'm going to see what I can. I cooked some food yesterday and it's gone. I made some stew goat. I didn't want it curry. And for the summertime, I don't want to buy any I don't want to pack up my house with food. I don't, because usually my house is packed with food, but this summer I don't want to do that because I want to be eating out. I want to be going places and stuff like that. So right now, all I got in my house, all my chicken is finished, is fish. I was going to order from this Trini spot on Uber. They had Trini Chinese rice with Trini fried chicken. Because I'm in the Trini mood this week. Yes. And I like tasting people's hands. I don't like cooking for myself all the time. I'm a foodie. I like tasting different things. But, people be doing all kinds of stuff, stealing people's food. And it's crazy. These people deserve a beatdown. I swear. They were like, how come you curse so much? Because, I got a cuss to let it out because I learned that in psych with my psych. Because if you don't do something to let out the anger, you're gonna hurt some of these people. For real. You can hurt some of these people. So, saying a profanity or two is keeping me calm from bashing somebody in. I swear. because the things they do to violate, you just, my son be like, Ma, you know, the things they do to violate you is crazy. It's really crazy. I remember, it's a short story. My grandmother was alive, and she was in um the the clinic, the hospital area, the nursing home, excuse me. And me and my Jamaican neighbor across the street started arguing because she kept breaking into my house, and she got fired because I complained. After 2 years of asking her stop doing it, and she wouldn't stop doing it, and she thought it was funny that every time I leave she would break into my house. So she was a teacher, so I finally complained to her job. They didn't want to take the report. It took me a while for anybody to listen to me. So finally they started investigating. The investigation took another 2 years. So finally they found out that I wasn't lying because they saw her. Whoever was investigating took video of her when I left, and I didn't even know. I just went running my own errands, and they saw her and her kids breaking into my home. So anyway, long story short, she was told she's under investigation, but she still kept doing her bullshit. She got fired. So now she got it out for me. So she started attacking me. Now she wants to threaten my son. I told her under no circumstances you're gonna threaten my son. I don't care, because she went down to the courthouse trying to sue me, saying I'm stalking her because she heard I got a lawsuit because I fell, and I'm getting lawsuit money. So her and her kids is trying to figure out how they can get my money. So they trying to sue me all left and right. I don't care. I'm not the one keep holding my mouth. Because you're the one doing all the stuff to me. I'm not doing nothing to you. You understand? But then I found out she messing with my kid. She calling my kid, threatening my kid. So when I found that out, I asked him, but the Spanish guy was threatening my kid too. And then the guy across the street was threatening my kid because, these are her neighbors. I moved in on the block. How are they threatening him? Because my next door neighbor family raised snakes. And evidently one day my son went into the trunk. There was a snake in the trunk. You understand? And one time he came here, he was coming here, they stopped him at the corner and they put a raccoon in his face. And if you know anything about raccoons, they scary looking. So they had my son a little shook or whatever, and he didn't want to tell me. But then slowly and surely he started telling me what's going on and what's transpiring. So I just went on a rampage, and she's trying to use that to let so she can sue me or whatever. And I tell her I don't care. You're not gonna fuck with my kid. You're not. I don't care what you go downtown and who you tell, whatever, because I know all your friends is over there helping you. I don't care. When it comes to my kid is not a troublemaker. My kid was on their side. Ma, you gotta calm down, go take your medicine. But since they can't control me, they went after my kid, and now I'm on a rampage. So anybody I see helping them, I'm going after them because I found out that lady got some bodies. So back to my grandmother. So yeah, we was arguing. My grandmother's in a nursing home. So one late night, usually I go in the daytime to see my grandmother. So that day I went twice. I went in the daytime. I came at home and whatever. And I'm walking around the house doing something. I can't remember what I was doing. And something in my head said, go see your grandmother. So it was like 6 o'clock. I think they closed like 7. So I hauled ass, got in my car, drove, got a park in, went upstairs real quick. When I got upstairs, nobody was behind the thing. So I went to my grandmother's room. Who do I see on my grandmother's floor by my grandmother's room? My next door neighbor. And later on I found out that her her sister-in-law is a nurse. And what they do, they go from nursing home to nursing home, and claim old folks as their parents. Then they kill them through the medication that the sister-in-law gets from the hospital. Then they take whatever that person has. Because since I've been here, 3 of her parents died. I'm like, but didn't her father just die? Did her mother just die? How come her mother is dying again? I'm like, I couldn't figure it out. Then I found out what they do. Yeah, they go kill people. So um they tried to do that to my grandmother. They threw her on the floor. They called my mother. Oh, your mom fell. I'm like, my grandmother fell. My grandmother don't even move because she didn't get good thing there because one of the nurses was Jamaican. So now her legs is twisted. How is she moving? How did she fall off the bed? So I'm saying y'all probably threw her down hoping she'll die, and that didn't work. Then with COVID, they tried a thing with COVID. She didn't die then. Something happened between the time she got cured from COVID to whenever. So when I saw that bitch by my grandmother room, what are you doing by my grandmother's room? So all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. Because I found out she went over by my aunt, because my aunt Kelly, she was suffering with something and she had to take medication. I found out that she went and found out where my aunt Kelly get her medication, and she was speaking to the people in the pharmacy to switch my aunt Kelly's medication. So I just don't like that woman ever since I keep finding out more and more stuff about her. You understand? So it's not just me. You want to go after my family. But I found out because her son was supposed to be a basketball player, and now he's not a basketball player, because he didn't get selected. So she's pissed off. So I have nothing to do with that. But you're not going to go after my family at all. My cousin came here because I received something in the mail, and I called my cousin. He came. He came, I showed him something, whatever, and the next thing I know, he ain't show up. And then the next thing I know, he's telling me that somebody's threatening his son. So, I really don't, because she don't want none of my family to be my friends. So she got other people threatening my family. So when they can't threaten my family, they want to threaten their kids. So I don't, I told her under no circumstances even they not talking to me, I don't give a fuck. That's still my family. You're not going to fuck with my family. My family do not look for problems. We defend ourselves. That's one thing with my family. My family, we don't look for problems. We don't start shit, but we know how to end shit. That's it. So she wants to start shit. We going to finish it. That's it. Anyway, I got 2 minutes. So I'm going to try to get this downloaded. I'm going to, but just be careful of who you let into your life. Be careful, from winter. Have a happy summer. And this thing is running good. If you want my link to T-Mobile so you can get a couple of bucks, I can get a couple of bucks off my bill so you can get all the things. But drop your cable. Stop paying $200 a month. You don't need it. All right? If you want to spend $200 in it, send me a gift of $200. I'll take anything you send me. Look on the bottom of my page. It'll tell you my Cash App number. It'll tell you my Zelle number. Send me a couple of dollars. Say thank you. Whatever. If you want my PayPal link, I'm getting ready to go put it on there now. So anyway. So have a great day. I don't know if that's really who it is because somebody stole one of my other cousin's sites. So I don't even know if that's my cousin underneath or whatever or whoever. But, yeah, they like stealing people's websites over here or wherever. They jealous. It's just a whole bunch of jealousy, My grandma will tell me, never be jealous of anybody because you don't know what they did to get what they have. That's my grandmother, and I always live like that. I'm not a jealous person, especially nothing you got, because I can get it. Anybody in my family can get it, because we all, I'm sorry to say, my family is the joint. I'm telling you. Everybody's jealous of us. I'm sorry. We got it going on. Bye.